Hello guys, what's up and welcome back with another video. As I say and do a promise, I will tell you about the Islamic law about extramarital affair or relationship before marriage. The punishment for both condition. So basically not only relationship, the intimacy between any couple. If a couple is unmarried and they do intimate with each other, the punishment for them will be 100 kode. 100 kode, I don't know what you call the koda, but it's like a rubber pipe which will be 100 times hit on his back, and he will be let down, and his back will be on upside, and the one person will be hit to their back 100 times to each couple, and then they will decide to further, like what they will decide further. Maybe most of them get married, they will forcibly make them married, and that is very easy punishment as compared to extramarital affair. If any woman, a married woman, do intimate with other married guy, now here is the strongest punishment, and I will also tell you the reason behind the strongest, very strongest punishment behind why, the reason behind that. So that punishment is very, very hard. If anyone prove to have extramarital affair and do intimate with some married guy, the punishment for them will be they will dig 2 digs, and they will be put in that dig, and their head will be outside from the ground, the other body will be drawn, and he will be fixed, and then people of the town bring some stone and they will stoning those couple individually or separately or together. But yeah, they will hit stone toward them on their head until both of them not get die. So that is such a strong punishment. First of all, putting them in the ground, only their head is outside of the ground, and that head will face attacks of stone. It is called stoning, women and men both, and there are a lot of people who get this punishment until 19th century. But now the time is changed, and there is a lot of different law, but I think in Saudi Arabia it is still a law. That is why I was very furious about Stephen Hauser and Benedetta Keita. They are non-Muslims, so there is a very relaxation for non-Muslim people, but yeah, still there is a punishment for them because they have culture and they do not want to disturb their culture and disturb their law or disturb their society. So that is why I was careful and sensitive about them. So when I was in 8th grade, we live in an Islamic country as well, and we know a lot of all the rule about Islam. Our national law is bit changer than Islamic law, but still most of law is similar. But yeah, very change, because most of law in Pakistan is from British. So you know that the British law is not according to Islam. Anyways, one of my teacher told me when I was in a 8th grade, not only me, to all the classmate, he told us a story about himself. He said that when I was in a bachelor university for doing a bachelor degree, I was select the Islamic subject, one of my subject, and there was a topic about punishment of zina. He read the punishment of unmarried couple. It was fair enough. When he saw the law about married couple, so he quickly observed that the Allah Almighty got angry. He showed his anger. That is why he gave a lot of brutal punishment. So he go to the principal office and find his professor. He ask a question, why God Allah Almighty got so much angry on zina about married couple, while he do fair punishment, a lightly and slight punishment for unmarried couple. So why he Allah get too much angry about married couple? Our teacher told us, his professor got shocked, and he said, I will back on this sooner. On next day he came to our class and reply me about my answer, about my question. So he said, Allah basically never have a lot of hard punishment for human being until they do not do injustice. Allah got so much angry on injustice. If any person do injustice with any human being or with their self, they will get a strong punishment, and Allah got so much angry on injustice. So, and there is a generation which got punished by, there was a town who was doing injustice and they got punished by Allah Almighty, and Allah destroyed all the town due to their injustice. So Allah show always anger on injustice. Inequality, you guys can say that, inequality, injustice. So, and the reason behind this strong punishment is also injustice, one of injustice. He further explained that, for example, if married guy name as female name as female X, and the male guy is male Y. Okay, so female is female X and male is Y, male X. They both are married. Male Y is married with female A. Female X is married with male B. Okay, so X married with B and Y married with A. Now a male from couple one, like couple YA, the Y male came out from home, and from X, who is married with male A, X is a lady, married lady, she do XY get in a extramarital affair, and in that case they give a birth, female got pregnant. Male ex husband does not know that how she got pregnant. He will say, I am her husband, so in that will be my son, my daughter. There was not a DNA in the past. Now it is, we have a DNA, etc. But law is very antique, and still in this generation a lot of father and a lot of people does not know, because everyone not doing DNA of their kids. They just say it's okay, it will be my son. Okay, now the problem is not that she got pregnant. The problem start after the birth of the baby. Now her the baby she give a birth to kid C, for example C. Now his actual father is Y, while the husband of X is A. Now he do all look after to the baby whose actual father is Y, but A does not know about that. He give everything to his kid, as he does not know that who is that baby. And after few years later, the C become adult, 18 years old, and his actual family is wife's family, and Y has 5 kids. For example, 2 kids. Y has 2 kids, and totally he has 3 kids. The one is C, and X has also 3 kids, but the C is extra. C1 is not his kid, but yeah, he does not know that, so he think he has 4 kids, and he has a property and different things. So after his death, it will be divided on 4, while the actual honor and the actual deserving kids are 3, because all those properties are the property of 3 kids, which is the actual kid of A. So now the 3 kids actual property is divided into 4, so it is injustice with these 3 kids, while X actual property is with Y. Y has more property than X, so he divide his property. After his death, the property will be divided with 2 kids, while the 2 kids doing injustice with unintentionally, but his father know that. His father might be know that. So they eat the property of C, the 2, which is more than a property of A. But C is also on the property of A's kids. So there is a very too much injustice. And one more thing, for example, X and Y are relative or in a neighborhood. C is living in his home, and he fall in love with his actual sibling, which is the kids of A, kid of Y. He fall in love and get married, so they will married with sibling, which is also a evil, a great sin, very unforgettable. So there is a lot of mess behind only one evil thing, only one sin, a zina, a intimacy between X and Y. And there is also more consequences. So that is why God gets so much angry, and he announced this punishment to stop his human being to doing this kind of stuff. The strong punishment does not mean that Allah hates its human being or the guy. Allah hates the crime, so he wants to stop that crime. So that is why it is a strong punishment in Islam about that. So what do you guys think about this? Must share your opinion in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you soon. Bye bye.